Hi, welcome to the video version of Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine podcast. For those who may be new to me, I have had a podcast, Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine, for over 6 years. It's available on YouTube and other major podcast platforms. Please go, subscribe, download, and give us a 5-star review. And so what I'm going to do now with the planet Uranus, who's behind me, in Gemini, coming in on the 25th of April 2026, I'm going to go to video so that I can better transmit these vibrations both through sight and audio. And so this podcast will be about what are some of the impacts or effects that are happening to people in the here and now with Uranus going into Gemini. I have done 2 podcasts on my audio version, Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine, which talks about the collective ramifications for the next 7 years with Uranus in Gemini and how it will impact each zodiac sign for the next 7 years. So check that out on Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine. And remember to subscribe, share this video with friends, follow me on YouTube, give me a like, and you can also book a reading with me. I've been a lifelong astrologer for over 40 years, and you can book a reading with me. I've read thousands and thousands and thousands of charts. Go to my website, jilljardineastrology.com. So again, I'm going to be sharing what can we expect energetically with Uranus going through Gemini. Well, already I've been gathering information from fellow healers, psychics, astrologers, mediums, and everybody who's on the front line, therapists, acupuncturists, massage therapists, chiropractors, all the healers who are in the trenches working with people. It seems across the board that they have been dealing with physical manifestations. And these are very much energetic in nature, although always go check with your health practitioners, doctors, to see that they aren't related to other deeper chronic conditions. But it seems like there are many healers out there who are having things come up in their body physically. Physical symptomology. We used to call it ascension symptoms. Now we could just call it energetic shifts. But it seems like that people are processing this new refined energy coming into the planet through their bodies. Our bodies are of the earth, so the earth is going through the same thing. And so what is happening for a lot of people that where there may be trauma, repressed, suppressed emotions, unprocessed past hurts, wounds, anything in the timeline of this lifetime or past lifetimes seems to be coming to the surface. There's also a lot of genetic and DNA clearing going on too, releasing the ancestors and helping make clear the way for the descendants. So this is all happening in real time. And by the way, when I say the word time, I say it loosely because we are going out of the time-space continuum as we have known it to be. So we have so much happening. And remember, Uranus and Gemini, Gemini is a double sign too. So things are happening on many dimensions at once. And so a lot of the healers, because we anchor the light, we're feeling it on the front lines in the physical body. Now with clients of mine, and let's say more of the general public, we're seeing that there's more emotional and psychological patterns, issues, traumas coming to the surface. So the difference is that physical is the denser layer, and then the emotional and the mental are not as dense as the physical, but it's all the same. It's all the same processing of this very refined energy that's coming in. So that being said, this will continue, and it will come even stronger as the general public begins to feel these waves. And that's the key and operative word here, because Uranus works in waves of energy. And so we're going to be having these waves of energy hitting us in our lives, and we have to just go and flow with it. And I like that phrase, that affirmation, I release control and surrender to the flow of love that can heal me or that will heal me. So there's many things we can do. When I got hit with a crisis a couple weeks ago that arrived on Easter physically, I did everything in my healer's toolbox, specifically Sanskrit mantras for healing, chanting, yoga, and to the extent that I could physically move energy, I did. But I did rely on my healers, and I went to see them in that following week and had work done. And it seemed like it would help and mitigate, but then it would come back. So I really went to the source of what is this, explored it emotionally, psychologically, brought out some more tools, some heavy duty Sanskrit mantras, and then it helped to process it through. But I think the key is understanding the source, like where in my timeline of this lifetime is that showing up as an emotion that was never processed. So everybody can do that. You can go back in your life and look at what's coming up. The other thing is to look at which organ system is it related to, or what organ is near it. For instance, if it's near the kidneys, it's about fear. If it's near the lung, it's going to be about grief. And if it's in the heart area, heart, lung, it's usually about grief or the fear of loss. And again, I'm going primarily through the Chinese organ system. Spleen or digestive, it could be about the sweetness of life, or even being able to assimilate, digest what's coming at you, or release the past. I've had clients who have had a lot of intestinal or gut issues come up, and there's also parasites that can do all of that. That's a whole nother talk, but that's where you would get your parasite cleanses and probiotics and the rest of the mix. But anyway, that's for another topic. It seems that whatever is latent or whatever needs to be cleared is coming up for people. So knowing that can help. And again, processing it in any way you can energetically, which includes going to healers and obviously your doctors and medical people to make sure it's not something that's going on that's in an organ or is threatening on a deeper level. But because we talk in terms of energy here, it's really important to look at what's the root. What's the root? Because this is a time when we can pull the weeds out by the root and create a fresh template. And there's so much more with ascension symptoms, as some of these things used to be called. But I think, as I said, they're more about claiming our sovereignty in our body, claiming our physicality, because we are doing this transcendence or transformation in the body. So the more present and grounded we can be in the body and connected to Mother Earth, Gaia, Bhudevi, as we say in Sanskrit, we are helping the planet and helping Mother Earth, who's going through these same birthing pains, if you will. So again, I'll follow this up with more information, but that's Uranus in Gemini, precursed by the Aries new moon of the 17th of April, and the other planetary shifts that have been happening here in early 26, including Saturn and Neptune, both in early degrees of Aries. And as I'm recording this, we're having a Mercury, Saturn, Mars conjunction in Aries. So we're all being prepared for this next wave. And as I mentioned earlier, we can look at this as a refinement of energy. We're refining the energy that we're taking into our system. And so it goes without saying what we are taking in through drinking, what we drink, more water, obviously, what we're eating, organic whole foods recommended, stay away from processed, too much sugar, too much salt, too much starch, all of that as our bodies go through this refinement process. Check out my audio podcasts, which give very comprehensive astrological information on Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine. And remember to subscribe, share this video, share my podcast with friends, follow, give me a like, and book a reading through my website, JillJardineAstrology.com. And more to come. Namaste.